Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How They're Out. It's Sunday night and it means it's trad beer night, and the beer, or beers should I say, we're going for tonight are these two. It is Corona Extra and Corona Zero, and we're doing a bit of a taste comparison today. There's no point scoring or anything like that. This video is just to compare the two beers to see what the full fat version is like compared to the alcohol free. So yeah, we're going to get underway pretty quickly and see what it's all about. So we're going to open first of all the Zero, and we're going to pour into my small beer brew co glass tonight. The pour on this one, if you watched the video on Friday night, I'll link it on the end card for those who want to watch it. It's rather nice, but unsurprising because it's a clear bottle. So here's your pour on the Zero. It is crystal clear, golden, and very much lager-like. And the full fat version, I don't own any Corona glassware, so we're going to pour it into my Star Artois glass. Let's get one open and pour. And of course, it's in a clear bottle again, so the pour will be much the same. No surprises, in as much as we already see what the beer looks like. This one is poured like the sweets you used to have as a kid. So, big head, look at that. It's literally like one of the sweets. So appearance wise, you know, there is a subtle difference. I mean, if you look at the wall, the alcohol free is ever so slightly darker. Now I'll hold it up to my key light over here. It's less obvious, but there is a subtle difference. The alcohol-free does look a little bit darker. I mean, carbonation is more obvious in the alcohol version, the full fat version. We've got some nucleation points at the bottom of the glass, which is continuing to feed the head from the bottom. But appearance-wise, you know, the head on the alcohol-free does dissipate quite quickly, whereas this one is holding the head quite well. Like I say, it's being fed from the bottom. So yeah, there's very little to tell between them on appearance. Like I say, subtle colour difference. There is a slightly deeper gold on the alcohol-free. As for the aromas, like I said, on the alcohol-free from Friday night, this one doesn't smell quite so skunked as the one I had on Friday. It's still a little bit, but it's malty with a little bit of hop, whereas the full fat version is a bit more grassy. Let's put it that way. You can smell the alcohol compared to the two. You know, there is a bit of it there. The malts are similar. But this one does smell much more green, grassy, fresh, if you will. So yeah, so aroma-wise, there's a little bit more about the full fat version, understandably. Appearance-wise, there's very little, like I say, a little bit of a preference towards the alcohol-free. As for the body, as I mentioned on Friday, the body on the alcohol-free is really good. It's a good medium weight. It's a nice carbonation. It's a little bit less carbonation than the one I had on Friday, but it's still good. Nice and smooth, even carbonation as well. As for the full fat version, almost indistinguishable on the body in the drinking experience. Carbonation is about the same. Silky smooth, both of them, and the weight is identical. Then we come to the flavour. As for the alcohol-free, it is clean, it is crisp, slightly sweet on the malt, and hoppy, but not massively so. The full fat version is everything that the alcohol-free is, with a little bit more. There is a slight savoury edge to the full fat version compared to the alcohol free. It's not unpleasant or oniony or anything like that, because some of the savoury notes you can get in some beers can be quite oniony. This is more like a cereal kind of savoury. It's not massively obvious, but it is there. It's just on the back end, and the hop profile is similar but a little bit more prominent in the full fat version. It's a little bit drier in the mouth as well compared to the alcohol-free. But, you know, it's something of nothing really. It's not anything to do with the taste. It's just there, just to let you know. As for the finish, the alcohol-free, it leaves a clean feeling in your mouth. Flavour-wise, it's more of the sweet malt and a bit of the hop. And it's quite different to the first bottle I had from the same batch. It's still nice. It's light. It's refreshing. It's clean. It's crisp. A little bit of grassy hop on the back end. But the full fat version, a little bit more hoppy bitterness. And it's got a bit more grassiness to it and a little hint of almost spiciness. Not massive, but just a little hint of almost like a hop resin, really. But not massive. It's just there, just a hint. Yeah. There is a hint of it. And you get that same kind of malt profile and that clean, crisp, refreshing kind of mouthfeel as well on the back end. So there is a very quick rundown between the alcohol-free Corona and the full-fat version. Whatever you drink is entirely up to you, you know. But if there is a day that you are out and about, driving perhaps, and you fancy a beer and you have one of these to hand, you're not going to be disappointed. That said, if you're not playing designated driver and you fancy a beer and you're a lager fan, you're also not going to be disappointed. The key difference for me is the taste. You know, the body's the same, the mouthfeel's the same, the aromas are similar, but the taste, the full fat version just has a little bit more about it. It's entirely expected. It's got the alcohol in it, and there's less that's been taken out during the brewing process. It's all right. You know, you're not going to be disappointed with either, but like I say, it all depends on your circumstances. So yeah, there we go. Corona Extra and Corona Cero. What I'm going to say at this point is, those down there are the buttons. Those up here are the end cards. The top one is going to be the alcohol-free, if you want to catch the review on that one. The bottom one is going to be the original review of the Corona Extra that I did at the beginning of 2020 when coronavirus was doing its thing. I thought it was a bit amusing to do at that point. So yeah, like I say, those are the buttons down there. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of both of the beers if you tried them. Catch you again soon for another one.